process. This is the Make Your Life Work Project show, and I always say I have a special guest, but I always have a special guest. But I have a special guest and a buddy of mine, the Honorable Mayor, what's your name? Is it Ella? Ella Jones. And she actually carved out some time for us to come spend some time with us. Not to talk about politics, although she has a lot of that in her. We just want to talk to her about purpose and positioning and spiritual power and authority. So thank you.
Well, you're welcome, and thank you for having me. It's more than a joy and an honor to be here with you and the Rose of Sharon Make Your Life Work Ministry.
And I did pay her for that. To say that. So. Now you'll be taking bribes on the table when the discussion starts, right? So thank you. I appreciate your time. I know you're super busy. I know you have a lot going on, but I just thought it's time for people to see who you are. You know, behind all the hustle bustle and the running and the mayoral duties and the campaign and all that kind of stuff. I just think it's time for people to see who you are if they haven't met you.
Well, thank you.
Okay. So let's start by telling me something about yourself. If I asked you to tell me 3 things that were the highlight that you would share, if you met somebody somewhere and you had time to tell them 3 things about you, what would those 3 things be?
One.
I love talking about myself. I call her Miss Diva.
I have a picture on my computer, and I look at myself.
No, that's bad.
And my daughter said, "Mama, what you doing?" I said, "Looking at myself."
At least you're honest. It's good that you like yourself. That's healthy.
Well, I really do. But one of the things about me, I love people. Okay. I love people.
And you love that you love people.
I love that I love people. I
Okay.
grew up with 5 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay.
And, my mom was like, all of you all need to go find a corner someplace. So
what was your birth order?
I am number 6.
Oh, okay.
Of the 7th son of the 6th daughter.
Okay, now come on, do the math for me.
My father was number 7 in his family, and my mama was number 6 in her family. And I'm number 6.
So you were the last baby?
No, I got 2 I got a sister. I had my sister, my youngest sister is still living.
Okay.
And my younger brother, he passed away.
Okay.
So I'm 6, and she's 7, and he's 8.
So you have 5 in front of you.
Yeah, Lord. But, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, you should say that because you don't know where this will be seen.
So I love people. I grew up in a large family. I love to fish.
I've heard that. I've seen you.
And grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana. And we used to come home from school and we used to ask my mom, "What's for dinner?" And she'd say, "Fish."
Go get it.
So we used to grab our fishing pole. And you remember number 2 tub?
Yes, I do.
And we would take the tub and go over the levee and fish and fill it up. And we would catch a whole lot of fish. And then my mom would take our fish and say, "Go to Sister So-and-so and bring her some fish. And go to Sister So-and-so." I was talking to myself. We went fishing, now you gonna go get it.
So you were sassy then. You were sassy your whole life. You've been sassy your entire life.
So, not only I love people, I love to fish, and I love to dress and dance.
That I do know because we've been out together a couple times, and I still have that video of you standing at the table.
I love to dance.
At the diva celebration.
And my brothers never used to laugh at me. "Girl, you can't dance. You can't even keep a beat." But I just keep on going.
I think you played it off pretty well.
I do pretty good.
As long as you can move a little bit, you can dance nowadays. Okay. So dancing, fishing, and what was your third one?
I love people.
Okay. So when you say you love people, what do you mean by that? Are you the person that wants someone around all the time? Are you the person that gets on the Ferris wheel, goes around a couple times, and goes home for peace? How do you manage? Because you know a lot of people, you have a lot of relationships. How do you manage those relationships? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense. I compartmentalize the people.
Okay. I don't want you to lose your friends, because this is recorded.
No, this is true. This is true. My girlfriend Van, she say, I'm not one of your political friends. So she is a regular girlfriend. She's a shopping girlfriend. Mayor Pace is a political girlfriend.
Yep.
And then I have my church girlfriends. And I just have some girlfriends.
In the grocery store, go buy some chicken.
Yeah, so, and I love being with all of them. And what I love about it is I love to prepare New Orleans cuisine food. I love it.
Okay.
I just cooked a big pot of gumbo last week. And I had a taste for gumbo, and I made the gumbo, and I ate it, and I called everybody, come get some gumbo.
Yeah, I think you have to put me back on that list again.
I'll put
because just because I'm married, right, doesn't mean we don't like to eat. So
I'll put you back on
I
the
want to
list.
get back on the list. I know you love to cook, though.
Yeah,
I do
I love
that.
to cook. And a couple of my girlfriends say, it's time for a dinner. Because I cook a lot of food. I invite people in and to come eat. I love to see people eat, laugh, and talk, and have a good time. And that comes from being in a big family.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah.
And I know I said I didn't want to talk about politics, but I do want to say this about you. You also like to take care of people, because I know I went on a journey with you thinking we were just going to go get a couple packages of chicken legs.
Oh, you remember
on sale.
that?
Yes, I do. It was 5 or 6 boxes of chicken wings, and you literally bought all those boxes of chicken wings. And this is not a tip for anything. It's just saying that she loves food, she adores food, and so when she wanted to express her love, she gave them food.
Yeah.
So I remember that, and you worked me pretty hard.
Yeah,
I
we
remember
did
that
work
because
pretty
that
hard
too.
giving out those chicken wings. I got that from my mom and my grandmother.
Mhm. The language of food.
Yeah.
Is that? Can you say that?
It's the way you express your love
Uh-huh.
and sharing with people. That's the big thing. If I have enough
Mhm.
and I can share it with you,
Mhm.
then that's really, really good.
Right, yeah.
And
That's nothing that feels
I
like that.
grew up doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
I agree with that 100%. There's nothing that feels like, and then I'm a foodie, so any food that comes my way, I'm like, that's my person.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I love food. Okay, so I am going to ask you, is there anything you want to tell us about you before I get into my questions? Anything that you wanted to make sure you shared, or what's your favorite thing to do besides food and cook?
I love to shop.
Oh, yeah.
I love, but you know what? I had
You don't have any
been
room left,
shopping.
is what you're
I don't
saying.
have any room. I had stopped shopping for about 4 months, and I looked at my bank account. I said, "Oh, I got some money," and I said, "Oh, you ain't been shopping." So I went to our annual conference for my church, and those vendors was out there, and I'm like, I'm gonna pass them up. I'm not gonna shop, but I couldn't pass them up. I bought so much stuff, and called my daughter. She said, "Mother, you broke your promise." I said, "Yeah, but I bought you something too."
So that doesn't make it, that doesn't erase it, though.
Not at all. And I love taking care of plants. I'm a plant parent.
I know, you have a beautiful yard.
I'm a plant
I just don't have
parent.
that patience, but you have a beautiful front yard.
It's relaxing. I love to see things grow. I love to work with my hands in the dirt. So, yeah.
Okay, all righty. So let me start with our questions then.
Okay.
And you can refuse to answer them, but I prefer you don't.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Oh,
Say it.
I know, I'm trying. What is your greatest strength, and how can you use it to improve your community or to help others? And I think that's an easy answer for you. I probably shouldn't
My
mention that.
greatest strength is the ability to lead people.
Mm.
I'm a servant leader,
Okay.
and that's just my greatest
Tell
strength.
me what that means for us.
In other words, I don't have any problem serving people, but I can always get in the trenches along with you
Okay. Good.
and work
Okay.
in order for whatever project you have, so
Mhm.
it could come up and be the best.
Okay.
And when you lead people, you have to consider all kinds of personalities.
Mhm.
And you have to know who you are and whose you are
Exactly.
in order to be a leader.
Mhm.
And
So you're not everybody's flavor. That's what they used to say.
not everybody. And I've learned a long time ago that leadership is walking. You walk.
Mhm.
Just keep walking. Don't turn around. Just keep walking. Because the ones who's going to follow you, gonna follow you.
Mhm.
And the ones who's not going to follow you, they're not going to follow you. It's just like everybody get on the train at the same time. And when they reached the next station,
Right.
some people go hop off.
And that's okay.
But it's
that's
okay.
That's their stop.
That's okay,
That's
because I'm going to keep going.
Right. The funny thing I think, just put this on my mind about leadership is that sometimes you don't even desire to lead or position yourself to lead. You just become a leader. Do you find that is tiring for you sometimes to be the designated leader in all situations?
No,
Or you
because I
embrace
like it.
You like it. Okay, you like it that much. Okay.
Yeah, I really like leading. You know, when I was growing
That's why
up,
she's so bossy.
when I was growing up, they said I was bossy.
See, that was forewarning you.
I didn't know I
Not
was
you.
bossy. I was just telling the kids, stay in line.
Not you. You bossy with love. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, but
sharp.
it's okay to be bossy and with
It's
love.
you. I am you.
It is you. And then when you raised with 5 brothers and 2 sisters, hey, you gotta get your space. You gotta know your place, and then and it's like my youngest sister. I love her to
We're
death.
recording this, don't forget. I
I
want you
don't
to get
care.
beat up when you go back home.
I love my youngest sister, but she always would cry to get her away. I'm like, girl, put a sock in it.
Like that.
But it's just growing up with a lot of people. In church, the church I grew up in, the AME church, the AME church trained us to be leaders.
Right, exactly.
And when I started pastoring, a lot of my congregation, people in my congregation, I could think about one person, Estella, when I first started pastoring Tri-Union, she would come to me and I said, what are you saying? I said, you talk like it's your Easter speech. I said, oh yeah, we're going to train all of you all how to speak, and you're going to do something every Sunday in church.
Mhm.
And from that training, she became the missionary president of the Missouri Conference. And she tell everybody, Reverend Jones made me quit my Easter speech and become a leader, but that's the way it is.
And that's the way it should be.
And that's what
Yes,
leadership
yeah.
is about.
Absolutely. Birthing leaders.
Yeah,
That's
that's all it is.
Okay.
If you can't teach someone
Mhm.
to grow, I help them along the way, your living is really in vain. Because
And
that's
that's-
why we here, to encourage one another.
Absolutely. And that comes up with young adults a lot because they get on board and they want to follow for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? Because they kind of honor you and they look to you. And so cutting that rope and saying, you can do this now. You go teach that class that I taught 2
Exactly.
years ago. You know what I mean? So absolutely, you have to do that. Okay. What do you like most about yourself and why? I know you said
What
you
I like most about me.
See how quickly she knew that answer.
What
That's
I
healthy
like
though.
most,
That's good.
what I like most about me is that I don't allow anyone
Mm-hmm.
to live my life. I do not live my life by committee. You know, you have some girlfriends and some people, you know, oh, I can't do nothing until I call so and so and so and so. I can't live my life by committee.
Right.
I have to know that the decisions I make are my decisions.
Okay.
Just like I married my husband in 3 months. You're like, what's wrong? Hey,
When you know, you know.
when you know, you know. So I like making my own decisions and live with the decisions I make.
Or
Are
leave
they
them.
all,
Yeah,
are they
yeah.
all correct? No, but I know how to live with
They're
them,
yours.
tweak them, and keep going.
Okay, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Have you ever made your own decision and wish you could run away from it?
No.
You've always
Never,
been okay. You just,
never,
you just
never,
go
never.
with the flow and say,
I
I'll make
just
the
go
best
with
out
it.
of it.
This is my decision, and I'm
Okay.
gonna live with it no matter what.
Okay, okay. What would you like your friends and others to remember most about you?
Oh,
You can.
You know what? And I told this to a girlfriend the other day. When I die,
Why do you have to die before they remember it?
but I was letting you know, they know how I am. But when I die,
I want to have a live memory.
I like where I love people, and I love cooking for them, love doing
Yeah,
stuff.
okay.
But I'm just saying, when I die, don't you all cry. Get the red and black band. I want y'all to second line in the church. I want you to dance. I want you to be joyful.
Okay.
And that's what I want people to. She loved life. I love life. I really love life. So,
Okay.
boom.
She likes trouble too. You all see that, right? Is that showing up in this discussion?
Well, some people don't even, hey, some people don't, too afraid to write their own obituary.
Right.
I'm not.
Oh yeah.
Because you're not going to leave until all your music is poured out.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you pour out all your music, then you got to go.
And that helps me because I have, I'm pretty young. I'm like 50, 45, something like that. But anyway.
Well, that's good.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm not going to tell you how old I am.
I didn't tell the truth. My fingers are crossed. But this is the thing I was saying, you just kind of freed me up because I am doing things like, I'm explaining to my husband because he's younger than me. We need to do this, we need to do this. Like, he's just, he's like, whatever. And so I'm pushing him to think 10 years older than he, is,
Right.
or 5 years older than he is to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't find that negative or it doesn't depress
Right.
me. It just, I think, makes me smart. Like you
Right,
said,
it is.
there's
It
the things that
does.
have to be done, things you have to pay attention to. If you had 2 wishes, what would they be? One of them must be helpful to the entire world,
Okay.
and one can only be helpful to you, your friends, or your family members. So one is for the world, and then one is for you, your friends, or your family members. And don't feel like you're selfish if you take that one for you.
No, I wish if I had my way, I wish people would learn how to live with one another, accept one another, and don't try to make someone to be like you.
That's really big.
That's what I wish. We have to learn how to coexist.
Right.
And people always,
Why do you think that's such a challenge?
because everybody wants to be in control. Everybody want to be the boss. Everybody feel like their way is the best way.
I was going to say the end game too. It's
Right.
like, I want this to turn out to be eggs
Right.
and bacon, not ham and eggs.
Right, their
So,
way is the
yeah.
best way. And that's why I like Star Trek.
You always surprise me. I love these guys.
I love Star Trek.
Okay.
Why? Because they have all these different people on the ship from all these different worlds.
Yeah.
And they're working for one idea. Search out a brand new world.
And they get along in it.
They get along in it.
Stay in your lane. That's what we were taught, but it doesn't work that way. Not often.
Sometimes you can ride the line of the lane. You have to stay in the center of it, but you can.
But it's your lane.
close.
Even
It's
if
your
your lane
but you
has
can ride-
something that
yeah,
encroaches
you can
upon-
ride the
yeah.
line.
I
It's
think that's
okay
what
to be on
happens.
the line.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's where you get the
It's
disorder.
okay.
It's
It's
just-
okay to be on the line.
So what she just said is she wants people to know order, but she wants to do whatever she wants to do.
Well, that's true. Don't ride the middle of the lane. It's okay to drive on the line.
But what if you push it up on my side of the line?
Well, then I know how to get over. But I'm not going to hit you. up. You know I'm there. Oh, wow, she real close. Yeah, you see me?
And I had those issues sometimes, like when I used to have to ride the bus when I was in high school. She said, "No, over here." He said, "Can I have some space? Can I breathe?" So I don't like that closeness.
Yeah, and your next question, be very truthful to you.
Okay. Should I journal
The
this?
other day, I opened my front door and I looked at my yard. And I believe it was Hezekiah, King Hezekiah. He was sick. And he turned his face to the wall. And he asked God for 15 more years. And God granted it to him.
Okay.
And I thought about that. I'll be honest with
I
you.
know,
I thought about
I'm hearing
that
you. I know
because it brought me back to the time that I was angry with God. I was so mad with the Lord. I mean,
I think we've all been there. We have intimate relationships.
yeah, I was so mad with him. But
And
it
he said,
helped
"I
me
don't
to
care."
understand. But
He
it
said,
helped
"Go
me to
somewhere and get glad."
understand that you can't tell him what you want.
Your arms too short to box. You remember that? Yeah.
Your arms too short to box with.
You can tell them what you want. It just doesn't mean
Yeah,
you're going to get it.
You're not going to get. You don't get everything
Yeah.
you want.
And sometimes
that's
it
the
comes
way
in a way
life
that you might not
is.
want it
That's
to
the
come
way.
in.
Yeah, that's the way life is.
People used to tell me, just pray very specifically. That doesn't work either.
No,
to me.
that doesn't.
Because he's not going to change what the plan is. You know what I mean? You just have to hope that your desires line up
Right.
with his goals. And
Right.
All right. Yeah, arms too short to box.
So that from that conversation that I had, and it brought me back, but it propelled me to go forward simply because, you know, a lot of people complain about their health, and that was some eye opener for me when I thought about that scripture and the anger I had.
Mm-hmm.
And only person can change your life will be you. And so I'm like, okay, I need to do some things differently in my life. So that's what brought me to the point to where I am today.
Did you ask him to change it? Or
No.
You didn't request anything.
No, I didn't request anything. It just fell in my spirit. And I just knew that it was time for a change.
Okay.
It was time for a change.
I think I have to receive that. I think that might be my message.
You know, some people don't know when I
know
the
it, but
fact when it's time for the change or move on.
I think the challenge is deciding what's yours to do and what's the higher powers to do. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're doing too little, sometimes you're doing too much, sometimes you need to do nothing.
Right.
So I think that is that's real. That's a true challenge.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked you, did you ask for help or did you just start doing things or was that your help to give you
the realization?
That's what I was getting ready to say, to give
the
you the
realization of it, the whole.
So you got the
biblical story
instructions.
and
Yeah.
everything, and that made me change.
Okay. And are you feeling better or are you doing better?
Oh yeah, I'm doing a whole lot. I'm doing a whole lot better. It's been 3 days now. You know, it's been 3 days, but I'm doing a whole lot better.
But time is relative when you're trying to change something in you. You know what I mean? Especially something that you like. Like I like snacking and stuff like that. So time is relative. And I like to eat. I love food. And that's one of my issues. So,
Well, I don't like drinking water.
see, I love water. I just
I
get
didn't-
lazy about it sometimes.
And my doctor,
After you drink it for a while, it just tastes like something good.
she
It really
keeps
does.
saying, you're dehydrated.
So drink your water.
But now I'm on 64 ounces a day. And I'm making my business to take in those 64 ounces a day.
And you know what it will do? At least it did for me. It started tasting good. You know, unless I get distracted and start drinking juice or something, it tastes good. I'm like, oh, I need some more, I need some more.
Right.
And it's because I want it now. So hopefully
Yeah.
that'll.
I drink it
I know,
because
right?
it's a necessity.
I know, but it
And
can turn into a pleasure.
it's going to heal me.
Right.
And you have to look at things that's healing for your body. I'm like, okay. So when I go back to her, she gonna say, "Ow, you figured it out."
I just tend to go back and forth, so that's a whole nother issue. What would you like to share that I have not asked you? And you can take some time to think about it, because that's a big question.
What I would like to share and for people to understand the climate that we live in now.
Yeah.
Back in the 60s,
Don't take me in.
different. Back in the 70s, I remember a time that I could put my daughter on her, let her go on her bike, and she would ride from at the house. She'd go over to Canfield Green, take her piano lessons, play with the kids, and be home before the street lights come on. We are not in that era anymore. As time change, we must learn how to change also. Change does not have to always be bad, but change can be good. And what I really would like to see our young people, we need to catch hold to our kids. We need to catch hold to our kids. They are our future. We cannot allow someone else to pour into them. Because they may not pour into them what we need them to be when we pass this journey.
Exactly, and that's funny because I work with youth and young adults, mostly young adults, and what I'm seeing is a pattern of closed-mindedness based on your parents. Now, not that didn't happen before, but it wasn't like solid. It's a solid brick wall. You can't convince me of anything else. And the problem with that is that we have a lot of parenting challenges for parents now. So if which only thing you're taking is that, then that puts us in crises.
Yeah,
So
it
that's
does.
the challenge is how do you not insult my parent, but open me up to maybe some other ideas and some other approaches. So that's.
I'm looking at my church. Most of the traditional church, it's older people. But my pastor is on a mission to get young folk back in the church, young people back in the church. However, we are as seniors can't forget we've been young too. You know.
And some of that is trying to get them in the way we want them in.
But you have to take them. You have to take them like they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a couple of Sundays ago, there was so many children in church. And Brenda, she's an usher, took this little kid and wrapped her arms around her. And then she took her to the restroom and spent some time with her and brought her back in church. That's what we need to be about. Let them come like they are. We can help clean them up once they get there by showing them some love. That's all it is.
And a design, but so I have to change a little bit on that with you because I think that we do need to love on them and not judge them just like you said, but we also need to listen to them. Because as quiet as it's kept, they're not as lost as we think they are.
No, they're not.
They just don't know where to exercise the things that they know or that they feel. You know what I mean? Like if it's not fitting in church, then where does it fit?
Right.
So I think that's one of the reasons we've lost that, especially the old,
right.
18 to 25, 18 to 30.
Yeah, and my pastor has this way. It was a young man that came in
you
church.
Just hit my spot.
Young man came in church. I've been knowing this kid ever since he was born. And I hadn't seen him in a while, but when they called his name and say he's the new member of the church, I looked at him, I said, "Boy, I remember when you were born." I said, "Where you been?" And then my pastor said something significant. He said, "I called him and I talked with him, and we were on the phone almost 2 hours. And we had a great conversation, like I was talking to one of my sons."
Absolutely. I agree.
That kid loves him.
I believe that. And they want to hear it. They want to.
Yeah.
They just don't want things thrown at them like, oh, your shoes are wrong, or you're saying the wrong thing, or you're acting the wrong way. They want. That's why we talk about spiritual connection all the time. Because if you don't know how to get that connection, I don't care what church you put me in, I'm probably not going to stand.
Right. And
so that's good.
That's a big thing for me is, we got to be a community.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be a community.
And honor them for where they are and let them
Right.
participate. Absolutely. Okay.
That's my thing.
Is there anything else I didn't ask you that you might want to share?
No.
Are you sure?
Where I see myself in the next 10 years. I'm going to be it. Now, just because I talked about what I want at my funeral, I'm not ready to go.
Oh, no. You got too much energy. Too much energy.
Well, we're doing what is best to help people to grow. And I think, and I know from whence I come,
Mm-hmm.
and I say that it's like the old folks used to say, when I turn around and look back at my life.
Mm-hmm. I think things over.
Mm-hmm. 10 years from now, I want to turn. I helped this one, I helped this one. This one became this person, this one did this and this. A life of service.
Mm-hmm. That's what I love about young adults, because I can still get it while I'm still breathing.
Yeah,
Because,
a life of service.
Yeah, they're already getting ready to go
Mhm.
into that part. And I've been fortunate enough to be connected with people, young people that I've known for the last 10 years. And that encourages me. They don't know that yet.
Mhm.
They know that, but they didn't know that. So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so my daughter has a name for me and I can't think of it now, but it's a woman who have a life of service, always helping people. And I'll think of you when I'm going down the road.
That's okay.
It'll come to me.
That's okay.
She called me by it. It gives me joy to see my daughter recognize the love and the care that I have for other people, and I see that in her.
Oh yeah, you demonstrated it.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time, your children are watching you.
Mm-hmm.
I told a girl that today, she wanted to quit. I'm like, quit for what? I said, you see them little babies you got? They watching you. And if you quit, you teaching them when it get hard to quit.
So what do you think is the toughest challenge in communities now?
The toughest challenge.
I know that's hard to pick one.
But the toughest challenge in our community is, of course, the youth, but our seniors. Our seniors. They have so much wisdom, so much knowledge. We need to put the youth and the seniors together.
So I know that's been tried for a lot of years, and we haven't been quite able to do that. The young people, young people, yes. But have you ever thought about how what's the formula for that? You know what I mean? Because at that age we're like.
What's the formula? Food. It's very simple, but if you bring people together and give them some food, they're gonna talk, they're gonna find out they have more in common, they're gonna find out how to help one another. Food brings people together. Food builds that relationship. Why you think I've cooked so much?
You watch soul food.
I want people to come together and talk and have a good time.
Okay.
But if we just, I'm drawing this analogy from my pastor. I love him, a lot of folks don't, but I do. He has a family fun night on a Friday night. Old people, young people getting together, laughing and talking and enjoying themselves. I did a family fun day at First Baptist Church in Ferguson. And I regret that I didn't keep it up. I only held this event with 3 or 4 churches, and we all met at First Baptist Church. That's one thing I regret. I didn't keep the momentum going. So that's probably something I'll do.
I was getting ready to say, I was getting ready to say you're gonna go back.
Yeah. It's just getting the old people and the young people together. I don't care if you black, brown, green, or
absolutely.
purple. When you sitting there, I don't care if it's no more than a hamburger or a hot dog, and you all talking and the kids are running around. That brings life.
And I absolutely agree with you. I have been fortunate enough throughout even my high school years and college years to have friends that look different, act different, just across the gamut, you know what I mean, other countries and everything. And I think that has enriched me a lot. I don't just see black and white or linear. I'm able to experience more. So I think that's also something that helps
makes a
our
difference.
children. They can see through different lenses and understand people and not separate people so much. Because I think we tend to do that in this country for advantage, of course, of other people.
And a lot of people ask me, why do I stay in Ferguson? It's been a
I was going to
mass
ask you what you like.
exodus in 2010, the fatal shooting of Mike Brown, but why do I stay in Ferguson? I stay in Ferguson simply because of the community.
I was going to say, I love my community, though. It is.
Because of the community. I nurtured my family there. Good people.
I've been
Just
there. That's
plain
the
old
first house and
good
the last
people.
house.
Yeah, and I will stay there. The other day, I had a big moving truck pull up to my.
Somebody, they
And
thought you
people
were leaving.
running,
Right.
where you going? I said, I'm having my house remodeled, and they can't remodel it with all this furniture in it. So the movers took the furniture. They say, I'm not moving, I'm just remodeling my house. I say they will come back and bring the furniture. But it's amazing how
That's good,
people
though.
like, where you going?
Yeah, it's good they're going to miss you.
Yeah.
Because if you've been the mayor and they're not going to miss you, something's wrong.
I want to think they wouldn't want to miss me because I've been a good neighbor, and they've been a good neighbor to me. So.
But even in your you are the mayor comes before neighbor. To me, I mean not literally. I'm just saying if you are my mayor,
Okay.
which is how I'm always saying my mayor.
I'm
right?
the mayor.
There are certain things that I expect you to help me handle.
Right.
Right? And when you handle those things as a mayor, I think I'm more impressed than when you do it as a friend because we're friends. Does that make sense?
That
'Cause
makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
But me being a
But
mayor,
they like you as your friend.
I'm not
Nice plants in your yard and stuff. So.
I'm not a traditional mayor. I'm not a
I
traditional
know.
because I grew up in a church and I pastored for 22 years.
Mhm.
So I pastor people.
Mhm.
I just feel like I pastor the city of Ferguson. People don't understand that.
I understand.
Why Mayor Jones going to that meeting? Why she going to that recital? Why she going to that little baseball game? Why she going to watch that kid play tennis? Why not? Why not?
That's your community, for one thing.
That's and I love it, and I'm gonna be there, and I continue to do what I can do for my community.
All right.
That's all I got.
That's all I have, unless you want to add a party note. I do want to thank you. I know how super busy you are. I used to run around with you a little bit and get worn out. So I
Yeah.
know you're pretty busy, but I'm just really flattered that you would come spend time with us. And I wish you your heart's desires, whatever they are.
Yes, I have some desires, and hey, I'm gonna watch God work. That's all I can do.
And I want to watch him work on my next turkey leg meal.
That's all I'm
I
gonna
want to
do.
say it on camera.
Oh,
I
watch
asked
it
her for
work.
some turkey legs
Watch
on
it
camera.
work.
And pickles. Don't forget the pickles.
No, don't forget the pickles. Don't forget the pickles. But yeah, I love my life.
Good.
I love what I do.
That's good.
I love where I'm headed. And, when I don't have any more music, that's it.
You'll be here when The rest of us are long gone. She'll be
That's it.
She'll be in her garden.
But you know what?
They
What
say
is
that
strange?
keeps you young.
I've learned how to embrace whatever God has for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
You should say most of what he has for you because
I just embrace it, whatever it is. You know, I'm like, okay, all right.
Okay.
So,
Well, thank you again.
well, thank you for
Thank you
having
for
me.
coming, spending time with us, and we thank you all for spending time with us. We hope that, well, I'm not even going to say hope. I know that you'll get something that enriches your life, or that brightens your day, or that brings some idea to your mind. If you'd like to see the rest of our videos, we do have a channel on YouTube, Make Your Life Work Project, at RosaSharonMinistries.com. So thank you.
You don't want me to dance?
Yeah, go ahead. You might as well. We're not going to edit it out now. Just